Good morning, guys. Mike here. It's a beautiful morning out here. It's about 60 degrees and there's a light wind. So I came out here to do some measuring and some dreaming, because this is going to be on some future videos. How to take a trailer like this, old boat trailer, turn it into a kayak trailer the way you want it, with minimal experience and minimal tools. Now, my first issue is, after I came out here and measured this, I only have 62 inches in between the inside of the frame rail to the inside of the frame rail. The kayak I have, the Old Town PDL 106, is 34 inches wide. For me to fit two of those similar kayaks on here, I don't have enough width in between the frame rails. So I'm going to have to build it up higher than I originally wanted to. And then the other thing that's going to prevent me to get the kayaks as low as I wanted to, I don't think there's enough clearance between the axle and the PDL drive, so I can just pedal the kayak on the trailer and pedal it off during the colder months so I don't have to get wet. And also, I would like to put a small walkway, those retractable straps in the middle, so I can tie the kayak down. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that. Only thing I know that's for sure is there's gonna be 4 foot cut off the tongue of this trailer. It's 19 foot long. 15 foot long is gonna be plenty long enough for 2 11-foot kayaks, a small toolbox, and I would like to put a charcoal cooker so I can cook some food, because most of the time I go camping. This trailer cost me minimal amount. The 2 tires, the 2 wheels, and the axle. If I was to buy that new, I have more money excuse me, guys, in those than I do this whole trailer. So I got a good framework here. It needs to be straightened, it needs to be sanded, it needs to be painted, but I do want to put this on some future videos. Pardon me. Hey, I kind of wanted to answer some questions on a previous posted video, on my bonded title video. Now, there was several steps in that, and some things wasn't made as clear as should be or whatever, but I just want to try to help everybody out here. First step I had to do is I wrote down the VIN number and I went to the Department of Transportation. That department is where you go in and get a replacement title, or any title work needing to be done on a commercial vehicle, or et cetera, et cetera. So I went down there and I paid so much money to get this form. I filled it out. They gave me a list of instructions to do, and then I started there. The very next step was, I think I already previously had insurance on the vehicle, so I took my insurance card and that paperwork over to the county registration department and said, hey, I don't have a trailer. I'm not going to get this towed out there. It's going to be way too expensive because it's outside the city limits and they charge per mile outside the city limits. I want to drive it. So they issued me a temporary tag. Now, I think I had 30 days or so to get all this stuff done. So I left there, and then I had to wait, because I think they only inspect cars and vehicles on a Wednesday. So I had to wait until like a Wednesday. And I drove out there, the sheriff's inspected it, verified the VIN number that was on the truck. And also, to inspect a vehicle, it has to have an engine, it has to have a transmission, it has to have 4 aired up tires and a complete looking body. So if you take a pickup out there and don't have a bed on it, they may or may not inspect it. If it doesn't have a windshield in it, they may or may not inspect it. It has to be a complete vehicle, and they give you instructions when you go do this. So it doesn't have to be running if you can trailer it out there. Like if it's for a future build and you want to get all this process done, so as soon as you're ready to start driving it, you can run down there and get, plates. So that's another key point. Then I came back into town. I went to a local insurance agency and asked them for a security bond on the title. Paid 134 to 140 bucks for that security bond. Went back to the title office. I registered mine as an antique vehicle, so I didn't have to get it inspected. If you're going to plan on driving it every day, you're probably going to have to get it inspected. Make sure you go get the vehicle inspected, and then you walk in there, da bing, bada boom. They charge you taxes on the amount of the security bond, which, like I said, $5,000. My taxes were like 130, 140 bucks, and then they gave me my plate, temporary plate, until my tag came in, and then about 6 weeks later, boom, I had a bonded title at my door. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know you can get temporary plates in Texas. It's good for 30 days. If you want to go buy a vehicle, it's unregistered, and you want to get it home because it runs and drives, give you time to get anything done that you need to get done to it. But the good thing is Texas is fixing to do away with their inspections, so you don't have to worry about that inspection part. So I hope this helps clarify some information on there. And I appreciate you watching. Catch you on the next one.